how do my thoughts impact the world around me? Is there physical laws within that?
Yes, there are. And there are several. One that's very obvious is that you get a data stream. You interpret that data stream as this physical universe. And your sense of reality, your sense of what is, what's real, is just your interpretation. It's not necessarily what's real. It's your interpretation of what's real. So one, you create your reality through your interpretation of the data. And that's obvious when you look at some people who see everything negative. They complain a lot. As a matter of fact, that's probably all they do when you talk to them. They complain.
And usually perpetuate negativity to confirm their bias of reality.
Yes, exactly. That perpetuates that negativity. So that's one thing. Your interpretation is your reality. There is not a reality that we all share. There are a bunch of individuals that each creates their own reality from their own interpretations. And because we're in the same culture, we tend to agree with each other about what we see and so on. So, a bunch of players all playing World of Warcraft kind of agree where the rocks are, where the buildings are, and things that they have to do, the tunnels they have to explore and so on. That map is kind of agreed to, but each one of them approaches it and sees it from their own perspective. Now, that's just one way. There's a second way, and that is this reality is computed, but it's not computed from the bottom up. It's not computed from subatomic particles to atomic particles to molecules to the physical world. It's computed in probability. It's a probabilistic simulation with a rule set. Now, the rule set is generally mostly deterministic, but that's just the rule set. The whole simulation is probability-based. And one of the feedback mechanisms we get, which is, this is a schoolhouse. Think of this universe as it's a school or it's a trainer. It's an entropy reduction trainer for individuated units of consciousness. That's a good way to put it. So one of the rules that gives us feedback, because you need feedback in school, how am I doing, right, is that our intent modifies future probability. Now, the way the model works is that the system is rendering this. The way it renders it is everything that's new, the new thing that happens, the unknown thing that happens, the way the system figures out what's going to happen, it takes a random draw from a probability distribution of all the possibilities. So think about that. You're going to do something. You're going to dig a hole in your backyard. So there's some limited number of possibilities of what you're going to find there. And each one has a probability. So the things that are most probable are you're going to find dirt, you're going to find soil, you're going to find rocks, you're going to find roots. That's typically what you're going to find. So those are all high probability. But if you're down around the Gulf Coast, you might find a gold doubloon. You might find your grandfather's pocket watch, if that's the same house your grandfather lived in. So depending on the probabilities, you dig that hole, and this is a new, that's called in physics, taking a measurement. And then you look at what's in the shovel full of dirt and other things, and that's reality collapsing to a physical situation. That's the way quantum physics looks at it, all right? So the way you look at it is you just look at the shovel, and the system takes a random draw from all the probability distributions, and that's what's in the shovel. So reality is created out of probability of things and you making a measurement. Now, to do that, it needs a database of everything that could possibly happen up to some point, say 10 to the minus 25 probability. So everything that could happen and the probability that it will happen. That database is what the Hindus call the Akashic Records. That database is there because the system needs it to compute the reality. It needs to have that data available. Now, here's the part to answer your question. You can modify that future probability in that probability database with your intent. So if you want, say, next Saturday to be sunshiny because you and your friends are planning a picnic, if you have an intention for that sunshine, and your friends do too, and if you're able to clear your mind of noise, and if you're able to focus well, which usually comes through meditation, these skills, then if you put your intent on that, you raise the probability that it's going to be sunny, and you decrease the probability that it's going to rain. So you get to modify the future probability database from which the future evolves. Now, that's how you can heal with your mind. All you're doing when you use your mind to heal someone is you're modifying what the future probability holds for that person. And you're raising the probability that they'll get more healthy and lowering the probability they're going to be more ill or stay the same. Now, everybody has the ability to do this, but some people are much better at it than others. And one of the things you have to be better at it is you have to have a clear mind. You have to be able to put out everything out of your mind except just what your intention is focused on. That usually is learned through meditation. Then you have to have intensity with that, whatever it is you're doing. So not only is your mind clear, but you have to focus your mind so that all of your intention is focused on this one thing. And next, you have to be able to hold that focus, not just while you're doing it, but you have to hold that kind of in the back of your mind. You have to keep that energy. Energy is a metaphor. You just have to keep that energy flowing. And if you do that, then you will become better at changing the future probable database, which means when that hole gets dug, the random draw from the probability distribution of the possibilities is going to come out more according to your intent. So what does that mean for the normal individual? What it means that if you're a happy person, a positive person, you are making good choices to lower entropy, you're going to have a happier life. Things will happen your way. Matter of fact, once you get really good at that, you'll find that everything you need, not necessarily everything you want, but everything you need falls at your feet just as you need it. And that sounds like magic, but life is like that.